What is up, my friends? I am excited to be here doing another Friday Flash with my boy, Freddy. I'm so excited you're here, brother. Welcome.
What's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for coming into my studio here. It's been a while since you've been in the studio, so I've added some artwork. I'm not sure if you can see here.
I like that. That looks like high dollar stuff.
High dollar, priceless stuff.
Yeah.
Priceless stuff. So I appreciate you jumping on. I want to spend about 5 or 6 minutes having a little fun with you, letting the folks here around town know who you are and what you do, as if they don't already know you and what you do. Yeah, so let's
you're gonna make me blush.
Yeah, that's what I do. I make all the bullets. So welcome, brother. So tell me a little bit. Who are you? Where are you from?
My name is Freddy Valoy. I'm originally from Yonkers, New York. I've been in North Carolina now about 18 years. I'm a medical device rep by day and at night. Well, not now, but usually I do stand-up comedy. And out of stand-up comedy grew a podcast and a YouTube channel that I'm working on now. So I got a few different things, different projects. Each have a different flavor. You know, the podcast is different from my Instagram. You know, and the vlogs are different from, you know, it's kind of an elongated version of the Instagram story. And then I just, through coronavirus, since I have my nights free, I was thinking of, you know, Instagram Live kind of being a way to keep that muscle going. And I ended up thinking of a dating show. So I do that every Wednesday night. I interview 3 bachelors and bachelorettes. And it's a 15-minute interview. And I typically ask questions that people normally wouldn't ask on a first date. Which is kind of interesting. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk more about that. What's the title of that?
It's called Date Live with Freddy Valoy.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So
yeah.
You've been doing that for a little while now.
Yeah. We just did the 8th episode last night. So literally every single Wednesday, it's going to be, you know, bachelors, and the next weekend bachelorettes. I might mix it up. We had an LGBTQ, you know, whatever. I don't know how many more letters we added on since the last time I looked it up. We had LGBTQ night, which was awesome. We had awesome dudes on. It's been great, man. It's been a lot of fun.
What's been the coolest thing that's happened from that?
The growth, and just because it was very nerve-wracking for me, to the point I just now got past the point where it's not as nerve-wracking as stand-up. But I remember one time thinking, like, wow, I'm more nervous about this than I am about doing stand-up comedy. You know, I guess it's because there's no like immediate feedback, you know. But the first episode, we blew the Instagram numbers out of the water, like proportional to my followers. We did a very good job. And then last night we broke another record, and we had 193 people join in on the Instagram Live. We had 60 people at one point in the Instagram Live. So I'm excited. It's fun. If you watch the show too, you can get into the comments, and there's people roasting each other. It's just really good fun. Yeah, it's cool to cultivate that environment. People uplift each other. They, you know, hitting the heart. Everybody's really emphatic on this, so it's a really fun experience.
I love it. So, any weddings or proposals or babies out of this thing yet?
Not yet. We're still too early in. I don't want any babies yet. Oh, babies, you know, that's kind of an accident. But if somebody goes and gets married, I'm gonna have to do mental health checks before we have people on.
That's right. That's right. So talk to me about comedy. What's comedy look like right now during quarantine and COVID? Like, have you been able to do any stand-up stuff? What's it look like for the future?
Yeah, I've done 3 sets, and it's just weird. Stand-up comedy is one of those things that you want to keep doing, especially. Like, I'm still in the infancy, man. In the grand scheme of things, I suck. Like, I can make rooms laugh, but, like, they say you find your voice at 10 years, and this is year 4 for me. So, like, you know, I'm still learning a ton. I still kill rooms a lot. You know, I don't you know. yeah. So, but I don't want to get too big of a head here. So, what was I talking about? Sorry, I just got off track there.
You're talking about what the future look like right now. Like, are you actually being able to do shows, and what's it going to be for?
Oh yeah, sorry. I did it, and it was cool. The sets have gone well, but it's something you need to be doing every day. Like, and so it's weird. It's like taking 2 weeks off of work, then going back for 1 day, then taking another 2 weeks off of work, and you know that day back from vacation, you're like, what the hell? Like, they're going to fire me today if they figure out how much I don't remember.
Right.
How slow I feel.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I've seen your show, and you do crush, and I love it. So I can't wait to get back into a room and see you do it again.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So let's ask a couple random questions here. What's work-life balance look like for you? Is there such a thing?
No, man, it's very, I just get up and I do shit. Like, I know, I know I gotta bring a certain amount of income in, and there's a source for that right now. But I also know that I need to invest in the thing that's gonna eventually pay the bills later. And so it's kind of like working those two things. And at first it was really tough because my job's kind of sporadic. If I start a trial at a hospital, out of nowhere I could be there for like right now I'm doing I got to be there 3 times a day for 2 hours at a time, like just random times. So it becomes hard with scheduling, but I'm figuring out a way to get this done now. So
Yeah. Can people are you happy when you're hustling? Can you have both? Is happiness part of the hustle?
yes, it's like the little things. Like, so for right now, I'm doing an in-service on a product, and obviously number one goal is by the time I leave there, they need to feel comfortable with that product. But I've added a little second goal for myself, and that's to try to make every person in that room laugh at least once. So far I've in service over 60 people, and I've gotten every single person. So I'm just gonna try to keep this going. Yeah, so I'm 100% right now. So that's actually added another layer of fun to my job. It's like,
Heck yeah.
if I can't do stand up, I'm gonna be really intentional and not obviously not try too hard, but just really let it go at work, because my professional life has been the last place in my life that I could really be myself, and I'm just opening up now. And it's as a goofy dude, I'm like, I don't want to say the wrong thing and get kicked out of this hospital, but it's actually I'm doing better now than I ever have been by just saying fuck it and just being myself.
Man, there's a message right there. We could drop the mic and stop right here. I mean, if everybody could, find a way to be themselves in whatever they do, I bet you they'd probably experience a whole lot more fun, but probably a little more success as well.
Yeah, because and this is coming from a person that's unabashedly himself on social media and in person and literally everywhere except selling my medical devices. To the point where I could tell people be like, I don't know. I remember I had a failed sales job. I was selling copiers. I just kind of like fell off. It was got too much towards the end. That's what made me abandon ship. But I remember my friends being like, "Damn, I thought you would crush copier sales," and being like, "Oh fuck, I don't like not meeting expectation." Little things like that. But I was holding myself back by trying to be someone else in the professional environment, because I thought there was like a professional persona. And I was like, I need to adopt this so I could, make the money I want to make so I can pay these loans off. So I've just been undoing all that shit and just going back to being, like I said, myself, being who I am. It's the person that typically I uplift people. When I leave, they're like happier. So just trying to be that person at work.
That's a great way, man. I can relate to that. What's your favorite downtown spot? I know you're downtown, so where you ride that skateboard to that I usually see you out cruising around on?
Yeah, I have to say, like, the entirety of downtown is really nice because I longboard. So I like to cruise different spots. A perfect day for me is spending a couple hours with like my girl. Now she's hitting the streets on the longboard, a couple of our friends, and we skate a little bit. We have a beer, hang out for a second, skate somewhere else. Y Hill, I went there the other day and I got phenomenal service. Shout out to Max Trujillo. Not only is the view phenomenal, but the food was great. I typically don't like cocktails, and I had a cocktail there, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, this is what a cocktail's supposed to be. Like, I'm always disappointed by cocktails. That's why I just typically do straight up whiskey. But this one was like, it was super enjoyable.
All right, good. Mental note, got that down. What's been the silver lining you've been able to find during kind of COVID quarantine?
I did 90 days sober. That was really cool. Yeah, because I hadn't been sober for that long. I mean, since you start partying, you just kind of have a drink every weekend, whatever. So I wanted to challenge myself, and it was cool, man. I got to really get in touch with myself. I felt like it helped me once again get back to a piece of myself I felt like I forgot. So, I mean, yeah.
That's a good one. Boxers or briefs? Everybody's dying to know.
Oh, are boxers the big ones?
Yeah.
Nah, I do briefs, man. You gotta go form fitted. You gotta be. I think briefs is an alpha move.
You need a move. You need a home.
Yeah. I even do a couple of the European pairs of underwear as well. Just to, yeah, confidence is at an all-time high here.
You gotta be if you're up on stage. Good, I get it.
Yeah.
2 more questions. Who's your favorite author? You got some books behind you. What do you like to read?
Oh, geez, you just put me on the spot, dude.
Well, those aren't
These
even.
are all
Sorry,
these are all pretend books.
Yeah.
This is a Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. That's not my favorite book, dude. My favorite book, oh man, Daring Greatly by Brene Brown.
Good one.
I know that one's a very it's super popular, but it makes sense why everybody needs to read that book.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
All right, last question. What are you most excited about right now? And what can we do as a community to rally behind you?
Watch my Instagram live show. If you want to be a part of it, DM me. I'll put you on the list. I need dudes. I need more dudes to watch the show and to be on the show. We have a bunch of women that watch the show. So if you're a guy and you're single and you do a good job, you know, you impress the ladies for 15 minutes talking to me, they will slide in your DMs. You know, I had the first 3 guys had over 20 total DM slides between the 3 of them. Yeah, so if you're looking for I want guys that are looking for something a little serious here. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of the girls that I've had on are like, they're boss broads, man. They're badasses, dude. But we literally have all different shapes. Like we got artists, we got entrepreneurs, we got, students. It's cool, man. We got a nice mix.
All right, so tell them that Instagram handle where they can find you.
Freddy Valoy. It's just my first name, last name, Freddy, and last name is Valoy, Valoy.
I love it, brother. I appreciate you being here. Anything else you want to add before I kick you out?
No, thanks for having me on, dude. This was great. Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Same thing, Freddy Valoy. And dude, you're doing this. This was fun, man.
I had a good time. This guy's the real deal, so check him out. And he's been crushing TikTok in the off time there too. So you can go find this guy everywhere. Thanks,
oh, you're so sweet. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Be nice to everybody.
Yes.